So now this is without any breadboard, and as I said, we are using here only the power source of the of this board. Okay, we're not using any controllable pin, so therefore, no matter what's the program here, I'm always getting 5 volt and the needed ground. Let's say now I don't want this design. I want to make it cleaner, especially if I have more wiring. So what should I do? It's simple. You go back to the library here. Again, let me show you here. Okay. And we select breadboard. Okay. Just to click on it. Here we have the breadboard. Close the library here. And rather than using now, all the connection to be directly connected to the pins here, I want to use the breadboard. In order to do it, first of all, we have to understand the functionality of this breadboard. So let me go over it quickly because it's important and it will make our life easier. This is the breadboard. As you can see it has a positive here, negative, and I have here positive and negative. Okay, it's a little bit of information, and I guess you will find it very helpful and easy to work with. You can see all these are connected to each other. Therefore, they are connected in series, okay? If this is positive, everything here will be positive. If by mistake you put this as negative here, everything will go negative, okay? Same thing with the negative here. If I feed it with a wire to the negative, everything here will be negative. So let's do that. Let's have some fun here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, put the breadboard. Let's take the breadboard, the opposite side. Let's put it here. Okay, good. Click on it. Just can drag it here. I just want to show you here. Usually, it's better to keep. Depends where are your pins. If my pins are here, it would be easier to keep it up there because the pins will go this way. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I need to feed this one here with positive. So I can just take a small wire. So let's say this is 5 volt. Okay, I can do that. Then with your mouse, okay, and move it all the way there. Good. And then I can plug it here. So now this one here, I'm gonna make it red. Okay, this is red. You can see it's fed by 5 volts. Always it's getting 5 volts. If this is getting 5 volt, therefore everything here will get 5 volts. Okay, here in this line. Now our the second one. The second one, I'm gonna feed it with negative. Okay, negative. So I will take it with this one here. Okay, you wanna make it neat. Okay. So here, and I'm gonna drag it all the way to there. Okay. So this is the black. Now what I did, I'm making this now what negative. Okay. This is okay, to avoid the confusion. Maybe it's a little bit confusing here. So let's do that. Okay. Let's take the negative this way, move it this way, and then I go almost there. Here we go. Okay, this is now black. Okay, this is the black. Those are not connected to each other. Okay. So now I have this. This is all positive. This is all negative. What about these? Okay, the breadboard is 2 pieces. This is the first piece, and this is the second piece. So when I put positive, negative this way, I'm gonna utilize them for this group. How? I will show you how in a second. Let's say I want to make this one here positive. Okay, you can see every one of this is connected to each other. like a daisy chain or in series. So if I give this positive, the whole line here from, you know, from number 14 A all the way to 14 E. This is E. This is 14. Okay. This line all will be what? Positive. Okay. Same thing with this. If I feed it with any positive, input. So I want to make 14 as a positive. Okay. So I can take, rather than taking a wire from 5 volts like that, okay, rather than taking, 5 volts from here, put it above the Arduino and, drag it all the, no, I can make it from here. It's a shortcut. So I can take 14 and put it there, okay? So now this is always red. And for the negative, I'm gonna take here a small wire from here, okay, and put it there. And here I'm gonna call it what? This is the negative. So basically what I did, I just, made this all positive, and I just made all this negative. Okay, you don't believe me, you can bring your LED here. Okay, so now this LED is what? It's on the negative side, and this one is on the positive side. And when I feed the LED without using this resistor, what will happen? It should burn. Here we go. So we are getting voltage here. Okay, so now to avoid this problem, what do? Rather than using this jumper, I can use the resistor itself. Why don't I just do this? So now the current will go through the positive, and it's gonna go through the resistor. And we said all these are connected together. 14A, 14B, 14C, 14D, 14E, they are all, in series. So if one of them get the voltage, everything will get, the same value or the current. Now, what about this one? It's already there. Now let's run it. Here we go. So now we were able to use the breadboard, okay? We created an LED using the breadboard. Now, what about these? What do I need to do in order to use them? If I just put the LED like that, if I take this here, guys, quickly. So let's say I don't have this, and I don't have this. So let's say I want to take a negative from this wire to here, and I want to take a positive to here. I'm sorry. What would happen? I run it. What would happen? Nothing. Why? Because there is nothing. This here, this portion, okay, is different than this portion. That's first thing. Secondly, I'm not feeding. This is just dummy pin. I'm not feeding any of these pins with any voltage. Okay, so I have to get those two wires to go here in order to utilize this, but I don't want to use them now. So let's go back to our old way. Okay, good. So here I have the negative feeding this. I take a shortcut from here to there. You can put it here or here or here. It's the same. Then I have the positive here, and I can put it, I can do this connection. It's very simple. Now I have the negative and the positive. Now let's assume, we did something wrong. Okay, so I can run it. It is running. Let's say we did something wrong. Like what? I put this is here. I put the negative. This is the negative. I put it on positive. And then I took a negative from this to here. Now you can see this is now the positive, okay? It's going to the cathode, which is a problem, isn't it? And now the anode, which should go to the positive, I'm feeding it with the negative. What will happen? It's a problem, okay? It's a problem. So this is a big deal. Why? Because it is wrong polarity. So you have always to be careful about doing it the right polarity. Okay. So negative goes to the cathode, and the resistor goes to the anode.